So this is how you make I'm going to show you how to make a train in Algodoo. I'm already starting off with a line. You want to do it in 1 meter or else it will not work. I've tested this out with the spring engine. So sometimes I may deal with the spring one because the spring is a little bit easier. So now we are going to do this. So first we have to build a base and then build the wheels, put axles, and put them a bunch of different controls. You can do these whatever you want, but the most important thing is So the most important thing is the torque. So the torque actually must be 100 or less, I don't know. But this will be so the 100 is must be 18 RPM to start the engine. This is not for moving the train. It's for starting the engine. So I'm going to do the forward key so you can start the engine forward or start the engine backward. I'm using right and left, but the brake key I'm going to use down. Yeah, down. Yeah. Make sure these are regular, so they just keep driving infinitely because of the spring. I know. Now you want to do this. That is the most important part where you put the spring. You want to make this a 1.5 meter or 2 meters to 1.5 meters. So like that. Otherwise it will not work. I mean again, it's still weirdly speaking. I know. Okay, now let's put the axle. Okay, I forgot the one step. You don't need to put the axle there. You put a flip side to glue it. And then you need to make those so you have to make it like, I don't know, no collision or other collisions. But make sure they don't collide because the other wheels will be like, so the other wheels will be like, it will fly out. So that's why you want to make this no collision, and then you need to somehow arrange the piston. I don't want this size, I want that size. Okay, now we are just going to put them in a shape, and then boop, boop, and then that's all, but we're missing something. We want to glue this into the moving platform so it doesn't, so glue together and let's go. See? Now that thing is moving by. If you want to make it smaller, you can, but I think the size will not work. So this is looking very perfect. By the way, also sometimes steam engines, like the engine thingy, like where the piston lives, I think, So I want to make that happen. So I think that's just very good. And we want to make it do this, and this. I don't want to make it too big though, because otherwise it will just not work. Why am I saying not work for 100 million times? Oops, sorry. Oh. But a flex site, what am I doing? Make sure the bar is actually connected to the remaining 3. Great, it reaches about right here, I think. Then we're just going to, oh, okay, there we go. And then we could go into, I think the gravity is too much, so we don't want the bars to be really heavy. That's a lot of weight. There we go, lighter. Woo. So now it's time to put the spring in. Now we are going to put this. The main thing is you have to put the spring, because a spring engine needs a spring to do whatever target length. I'm just gonna put 3.5. But the damping, I found out the damping needs to be negative 0.30. Oh, 30. Here we go. Now we are going to just start the engine and yep, it's surely it's going. It's going, like, look at that. It's pushing back and forth. But we want to make the spring constant 62.4, I think. That will make it much faster. I want to make it more faster, lessen the damping, and yeah, that's, oh no. So I'm about to hit the killer wall, but the killer wall doesn't. Now, what we want to make is the bars. The bars are important, so the wheel drives the same amount of torque and speed. So it doesn't, like, this one's heavy, this wheel's heavy, this wheel's lighter. We don't want that. So I'm just going to put this. I also put this back. Now start the engine And we're good to go. It's also kind of confusing because these bars are not hitting together. But we can fix that. We're going to put the bars. Okay. Now we're going to put the bars on the piston. We're going to put the bar on the bar. I don't know what I was saying. On the bar, on the bar. Oh. That seems like a bad idea. Then how do I make this wheel up here? I don't know. Yeah. Break. Oh, and also I forgot. We need to toggle these so you don't need to just keep holding them. And we just have to put those in the right spot. I think that will work. I don't think that will work. Oh yeah. We are just going to... I have another idea. Why don't we put the bars... why don't we put the bars just right there? Okay, so I think that, okay, so I have an idea. So we want to put, we're going to put squares. I don't know why we're putting squares. No, I don't want quadruple, I want triple. And then fixate these together. Make sure the spring has much torque, a lot of torque. Front. Okay. You'll kind of see the squares rotate. Oh! Forgot to do that. Oh, what? How? What? Okay. Oh, the blue square, the blue squares. The little blue squares. The little blue squares. Okay. Start the engine. Okay. And then go. It's working. One thing is that's more confusing is I don't get how it works. So we are going to put those in the front. And yep, that'll be less confusing because the axles will collide each other. Okay, yep. There it goes. I see those nice effects. The wheel holes doesn't matter. If you want to make it beautiful and stuff, you can just make the wheel holes. Now it's your idea. Now I explained all the basics, all the important things to make the train. So the important parts are the machine. So, okay. So you want to learn how to operate and slow down and just keep going. So you start the engine by putting it to motor mode and then just let it go. And then now it will get into a good speed, which will bombing and bombing. I don't like this rate. I don't like this rate. Pretty. Ugh. Now this will change and the speed will be much reliable. Let's delete this thing so we don't crash into that. Or we can just let it go. Okay? So how to slow down? So how to slow down is you have to if you want to speed up, just let it go. If you want to slow down, brake, and unbrake a few times, like you're in the car. If you want to stop it, just let the brake down, and then that will happen. But yeah, it's a chain mechanic, and I think that's how. Start the engine back. Okay. And then just let it go. And then, okay. So it's going. I think the spring constant must be strong. 110 spring constant. Go! Now it's much more faster and reliable. I mean, heavyweight equals less speed. So this is the basics of how to make the engine and the train itself. I mean, it doesn't look like a train, but if we get to part 2, we can make the whole train. So I hope you enjoyed, and bye. I'm going to eat you. Ow.